What's up, everybody? Dr. Scott James Meyer here with another video. Let's do it. Welcome to Criminal Law and Evidence. Why are we studying this? What makes it so important for all of us, right? So my background as a criminal trial lawyer was very much focused in constitutional protections, right? Civil rights, human rights, constitutional protections, both at the state and federal level. So why is that important? Well, let's go back in history. You can pick up anywhere in the world, any bit of geography, any culture, what goes on in a system where constitutional rights, or really human rights or civil rights that are not codified into a constitution and or a constitution isn't respected. What went on in history? You had kings, warlords, princes, anyone with power, anyone with status could just go and victimize anyone else. They could send their agents. Law enforcement, we still call federal agents, right? An agent is someone who represents someone in something. So the king, let's say, would send his agents, his law enforcement, into the village to do whatever he wanted. A queen would send out their agents on horseback into the village to do whatever they wanted. There was no lawyers like me. There were no paralegals, future paralegals like you, standing in the gap saying, no, there is justice, there is righteousness, and we have put those concepts of righteous protection into writing, and we have this here on a piece of paper to say what you can and cannot do. Right? So this idea that we needed standards, we needed rules, we needed passion, we needed energy focused on protecting people without power from the most powerful people who very often set out to victimize and exploit those people. How did they do that? They did that in a bunch of ways that the founding fathers of America, as problematic as they were in some other areas, really did get it right when it came to saying, in what ways can we protect our citizens and future citizens from the overreaches we just experienced at the hand of King George, right? No, you cannot search us with no reason. No, you cannot tell us what to say. No, you cannot tell us what church to go to. No, you cannot quarter your soldiers in our homes. No, you can't just search our horse and buggy. You can't search our homes without a warrant, without a judge saying we have probable cause, we have good reason. You cannot go after someone for their political beliefs, right? You cannot just do anything you want. You can't beat confessions out of people. You can't torture people until they give you the evidence that you are looking for. Now, if some of these themes sound like they're still prevalent, well, sadly, they are. That's why I continue to fight the good fight as a criminal defense attorney, and that's why you all here as paralegals, whether you end up perhaps even in law enforcement or in the criminal defense side or the plaintiff side or something else altogether, you need to know why we fight. It is our history. It's not politics. It's not left and right. It's nothing. It is our history as Americans that we stand up to political tyrants. Those tyrants come after us through law enforcement. The Constitution steps in and says, okay, law enforcement, if you're going to attempt to throw us in a cage for many years and deprive us of our God-given rights, if you feel that someone is a threat to society in that way, and this is the type of justice you're going for, then the very least you can do is prove it. You must prove it. You can't just say it. You have to prove it. You have to have evidence. And when you have that evidence, you must present it to a jury of peers of the defendant. And this is how the process works. Again, while not perfect, it is far superior to many other systems that have come before us. What is evidence, by the way, before we wrap up? Well, evidence is something that tends to prove or disprove in one direction or another the truth of what is being asserted. So that is evidence. Within the presentation of evidence in the court system, there are a number of rules. We're going to get into what all that looks like and how that interplays with itself and what it looks like in the criminal procedure itself. So that is to come. Make sure you're tuning in for that as well. But for today, that's it. I hope you're as fired up as I am. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.